In the Geoprocessing pane, open the Polygon to Raster tool. For input features, click the Browse button. Navigate to the Crater Lake Home Geodatabase and select Geology Units. Click OK. Set the value field to rock type. Name the output raster rock type. Hover on the information icon for the cell assignment type and read through the options. Select the Maximum Combined Area option. Leave the priority field set to none. Set the cell size to 30 to match the DEM. Switch to the Environments tab and set the Snap Raster to DEM 30M to ensure that the cells of the two rasters align. Run the tool. In Contents, examine the legend of the rock type layer. In Contents, select the rock type layer and click Raster Layer Appearance, Rendering, Symbology to open the Symbology pane. Change the Value field to Value and examine the legend again. In Contents, right-click the rock type layer and choose Attribute Table. In Contents, double-click the rock type layer to open its properties. View the Source section and expand the Raster Information heading. Close the layer properties and the table. In the Symbology pane, change the Value field back to rock type. Save the project. Click the Insert, Project, New Map drop-down and select New Global Scene. In Contents, rename the scene title My 3D. From the Catalog pane, drag the rock type raster from the Crater Lake Home Geodatabase to the map. In Contents, select Rock Type and use the Raster Layer Appearance Effects Transparency slider to set the transparency to about 50%. Hover over the Map, Navigate, Explore button to review the pop-up and get reacquainted with 3D navigation if needed. Explore the scene in 3D. Scroll to the bottom of the Contents pane to examine the Elevation Surfaces entry, showing the current ground elevation surface, World Elevation 3D, Terrain 3D. Right-click the ground entry and choose Add Elevation Source. Navigate to the Home Crater Lake Geodatabase and select DEM 30. Click OK. Notice that DEM 30 appears above the Terrain 3D service. It takes priority where it exists, but the Terrain 3D service will continue to be used elsewhere. Explore the scene. Add the Hillshade 10M raster to the map from the Crater Lake Geodatabase. In Contents, remove the rock type layer above the Hillshade 10M layer. In Contents, right-click and remove the topographic base map layer. Add the Crater Lake Geology Group .lyrx group layer file from the Crater Lake Home folder, not the GIA database. For faster 3D rendering, turn off the complex Classes and Labels layer. Add the Bathymetry Vector feature class from the Crater Lake GIA database. In the Contents window, right-click the Bathymetry layer and choose Attribute Table. Examine the fields and find the contour value fields in feet and meters. Close the table and turn off all the layers. Find the Crater Lake Tin 2 dataset in the Crater Lake Home folder and add it to the scene. Make sure that Crater Tin 2 is selected in Contents. Click the Tin Layer Appearance Drawing Symbology drop-down. Select Symbolize your layer using lines, edges. To visualize the geology on the crater floor, however, we must add the tin as an elevation source. Remove the tin and turn the Crater Lake Geology group layer back on. In Contents, right-click the ground entry and add the tin as an elevation source. Explore the scene. From the Catalog pane, add the Faults and Vents feature classes. In Contents, select the Faults layer and open the Feature Layer Appearance ribbon. In the Extrusion group, set the type to base height. Set the unit to meters. Click the Extrusion Expression button. In the expression builder that opens, type 500 in the expression box and click OK. Extrude the vents to a constant base height of 250 meters to better visualize them. When finished exploring, close the My 3D Scene. The raster map should still be open. If not, open it now. Save the project. Use Control-click to turn off all layers and collapse them. Click the Map Layer Base Map drop-down and select Imagery. Click the Full Extent button to return to the default map extent. Use the mouse wheel to quickly zoom in to a small area. Individual tiles will likely appear in groups as the higher resolution data are transmitted. In Contents, select the World Imagery layer and access the Layer Appearance ribbon. The Symbology button is inactive. Tile layer symbology can't be modified.